أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد أفضل صلواتك بعدد معلوماتك وبارك وسلم وصل عليه على ما يقولون and be patient O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam with what they say. So what they used to say, calling him names, that he is a madman, he is a magician, he is a poet, he is a fabricator, he is not a messenger. So it was causing a lot of mental torture to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You know what I'm saying? And why people are doing that? Only to irritate the person concerned to stop his business. You know what I'm saying? To irritate him, so he may say, hell with you. I am not going anymore to teach you anything. Yes? So that's what the people were trying. Of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he consoled him. Yes? As I told you that our Shaykh used to say, if people are not saying bye-bye to their donkeyhood practice, why we should say bye-bye to manhood practice? This is good. If people are not leaving their donkeyhood practice, why we should leave? وَاصْبِرْ عَلَى مَا يَقُولُونَ and be patient, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, with what they say. وَهَجُرُهُمْ هَجْرًا جَمِيلًا and keep away from them in a good way. Keep away from them in a good way. So you may not be involved in fight with them. That's what they are looking for. That's what they are looking for. To create a trouble. That look, he is a messenger, he is fighting. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, وَهَجُرْهُمْ هَجْرًا جَمِيلًا and leave them alone in a noble way. Leave them alone with their business, with their dirty business. وَالْمُكَذِّبِينَ and leave me alone. وَالْمُكَذِّبِينَ and the beliers. Mukazzibin? The beliers. وَذَرْنِي وَالْمُكَذِّبِينَ and leave me alone to deal with the beliers. أُولِي النَّعْمَةِ those who are in possession of luxurious things. Because mostly the people living in luxury, they used to cause trouble to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know what I'm saying? وَذَرْنِي وَالْمُكَذِّبِينَ and leave me alone with the beliers. أُولِي النَّعْمَةِ those who have luxuries. Those who have luxuries. وَمَهِّلْهُمْ قَلِيلًا and give them respite for a little while. إِنَّ لَدَيْنَا أَنْكَالًا so now when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala consoled the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, now he is giving warning to his opponents. He is giving warning to his opponents. How? إِنَّ لَدَيْنَا verily with us there are أَنْكَالًا fetters to bind them, chains to bind them. What? Chains. إِنَّ لَدَيْنَا أَنْكَالًا verily with us there are fetters. وَجَحِيمًا and a raging fire. وَطَغَابًا and a food ذَا غُصَّةٍ which chokes. A food which chokes. وَغَضَابًا أَلِيمًا and a painful torment. When? So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is telling us about the time of all these punishments. Yawma the day tarjuful ardu and the earth wal jibalu and the mountain will be in violent shake. It will not be shaking. Its shaking will be a violent one. Yes, that it will shake to its utmost. Now when it is shaking in earthquake, that is like this. That's like this. But that will be like this. Yes, utmost spinning. And it will bring out all that, all those burdens in its belly. وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ أَثْقَالَهَا إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ أَثْقَالَهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when the earth would be shaken to its utmost, and the result will be وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ أَثْقَالَهَا. It will bring out all of its burdens. All of its burdens. The mines, the gas, the gasoline, everything, it will be out. Because spinning will be to its utmost. So now, when it happens that I told you, So a little bit comes out. A little bit lava. Yeah, it comes out. But that will be to itself. So everything will come out. And that's why that will be an amazing situation. وَقَالَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا لَهَا. The human being will say, what happened to the earth? Everything is out. يَوْمَئِذٍ تُحَدِّثُ أَخْبَارَهَا. The earth will speak out itself. بِأَنَّ رَبَّكَ أَوْحَالَهَا. Nothing but the order of Allah. Nothing else but the order of Allah. So that's why Allah says, يَوْمَ تَرْجُفُ الْأَرْضِ. Rajfa is not zalzala. Zalzala is earthquake. But Rajfa, that's a violent earthquake. That is what? A violent earthquake. Now you got it? How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking proper words. يَوْمَ تَرْجُفُ الْأَرْضُ. The day when the earth, وَالْجِبَالُ, and the mountains, تَرْجُفُ, will be in violent shake. وَكَانَتِ الْجِبَالُ, and the mountains will be كَسِيبًا مَهِيلًا, a heap of sand poured out and flowing down. It will be just like a heap of what? Sand, which will flow, which will, and it will vanish. It will. وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْجِبَالِ فَقُلْ يَنْسِفُهَا رَبِّي نَسْفًا. They ask you, O Muhammad, about the mountains. What will happen to the mountains? So tell them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cause it to fly. He will cause it to fly, just like sand. أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْكُمْ, verily we have sent to you, O people, رَسُولًا, a messenger, شَاهِدًا عَلَيْكُمْ. Shahidan alaykum, inna arsalna, verily we have sent ilaykum to you people, Rasulan, a messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Shahidan alaykum, to be a witness over you. Kama arsalna ila Fir'aun Rasula, as we did send a messenger to Pharaoh. As we did send a messenger to Pharaoh. Now look, here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the name of Pharaoh, but he did not mention the name of Musa. He should have mentioned the name of Musa, his messenger, not the name of Pharaoh, his enemy. Because Pharaoh is not actually a name, that's a title. That's a designation. That's what? A designation. That's a title. Because Pharaoh, his name was Ramesses. His name was Ramesses the second. And the Pharaoh, that was the title of the head of state of that time, like president. So president is not the name of George W. Bush or President Obama. No, that's a title. That's what? That's a title. Got it? Got it or not it? And Pharaoh, that is actually known for his character. Known for his character. So when we say Pharaoh, as the Arabian people say, لِكُلِّ فِرْعَوْنٍ مُوسَى. For every Pharaoh there is a Musa. For every Pharaoh there is a Musa. So there may not be someone known by the name of Pharaoh, or for him a person who is known by the name of Musa. But we say that لِكُلِّ فِرْعَوْنٍ Musa means لِكُلِّ مُبْتِلٍ مُحِقٌ. For every wrongdoer there is someone to control him. For every wrongdoer there is someone to control it. So Musa is known for his control over a wrongdoer. And Pharaoh is known for his wrongdoing. Got it? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Pharaoh, which means embodies the system, the tyrannical system. What, Mr. Professor? The tyrannical system. Pharaoh means the tyrannical system. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we have sent Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as we sent a messenger to tyrannical system, which was known with the title of Pharaoh. So as he destroyed the tyrannical system, this messenger will destroy the tyrannical system as well. Got it? So in this ayah, there are a few messages. Number one, the resemblance of the message of Muhammad with the message of Musa, alayhi salatu was salam. The resemblance of the message of Muhammad with the message of Musa, alayhi salatu was salam. That Musa challenged a tyrannical system. Same is the case of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He is not teaching prayer to people only. He is not teaching them to do fast. He is not teaching them to pay charity and zakat. No, he challenged the system of Caesar and the system of Khusro from Persia. Yes, the tyrannical systems. He challenged the tyrannical system, the cruel system of Persian Empire and Roman Empire both. Kaisar or Kisra. That's number one. The second thing is, in this ayah, that, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, be ready for all those difficulties and hardships which Musa faced, alayhi salatu wasalam. All those difficulties and which Musa faced, you will be facing the same or more than that. Number three, as Musa liberated the children of Israel from slavery, same is your case. You will be liberating, but not only a specific tribe like Israel, the entire humanity. You will be liberating the entire humanity from slavery. And that's what he did, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What he did, he not only liberated Bilal from slavery, he made him a leader. He made him what? A leader. He not liberated Ammar ibn Yasir radiyallahu ta'ala from slavery, he made him a leader. Yes, and that's why a liberated slave of Abu Huzaifa, his name was Salim. Salim, liberated slave, an African, yes, dark complexion. But Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, when he got injured and he was in his last moment, yes, and the advisory council, the major Sahaba, they were asking and requesting Sayyidina Umar to appoint someone as Khalifa. To appoint, so we may not have a dispute after your death. We may not get in dispute after your death. Just appoint someone, we will agree. Yes? So Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala said what he said. He said, لَوْ كَانَ سَالِمْ مَوْلَىٰ أَبِي حُذَيْفَةَ حَيًّا لَوَلَّيْتُهُ عَلَيْكُمْ. If Salim, the liberated slave of Abu Huzaifa, would have been alive, I would have appointed him. Complexion was black, having no any family there in Medina, in Arabia. He was from Abyssinia. He was a slave, liberated by Abu Huzaifa radiallahu ta'ala anhu. But Sayyidina Umar says, if he would have been alive, I would have appointed him as your Khalifa and Amir. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have asked me on the day of judgment, why? Why Salim? Umar, why Salim? So I would have told him that Allah, he was passing by. And we were sitting with the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, هَذَا رَجُلٌ يُحِبُّ اللَّهَ وَيُحِبُّهُ. This is a man, he loves Allah and Allah loves him. So all of us, we love Allah, but we don't know whether Allah loves us or not. That's known only to Allah. But Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave a certificate to whom? To Salim, that هَذَا رَجُلٌ يُحِبُّ اللَّهَ وَيُحِبُّهُ. He is a man, he loves Allah and Allah loves him. Got it? So that's more than enough qualification. Yes, that's a proper qualification. Got it? And that's what Pandit Hari Chand Akhtar, a Hindu poet, he says, کہ کس کے حکمت نے یتیموں کو کیا در یتیم. کس کے حکمت نے یتیموں کو کیا در یتیم اور غلاموں کو زمانے بھر کا مولا کر دیا. Who was that person who made a yatim a durri yatim? Yatim is someone who is orphan. His father is dead. Yes, and durri yatim is such a diamond, or such a pearl, yes, which does not have its equal anywhere all over the world. So that's why that is called durri yatim, because it does not have any other equal. Unique. Yes, so he said, کہ کس کے حکمت نے یتیموں کو کیا در یتیم اور غلاموں کو بلوچ. Write this share. Yes. کہ کس کے حکمت نے یتیموں کو کیا در یتیم اور غلاموں کو زمانے بھر کا مولا کر دیا. Who was that person who made yatim a در yatim, a unique pearl? Yes, he made the orphans a unique pearl. اور غلاموں کو زمانے بھر کا مولا کر دیا. And he made the slaves masters. He made what? He transformed the slaves into masters. And that's why Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ya subhanallah, Umar, do you think that he was standing to give respect to Caesar and to Kisra? Do you think about Umar radiallahu that he was standing to Kisra? the head of the superpower of that time, but Ammar ibn Yasir, the liberated slave, a black man from Africa. Yes, when he used to come and he entered to masjid, Sayyidina Umar used to stand up. Yes, and making him standing on his prayer right. Ammar, sit here. Yes, and people who were not aware of, Sayyidina Umar told him that Ana Amirukum wa hadha Sayyidi. I am your leader. I am your, say, your leader, but he is my master. He said, Ana Amirukum, I am your leader, but he is my master. And he said, why? لَقَدْ أُوذِيَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ مَا أُوذِيَ أَحَدٌ مِثْلُهُ قَطُّ. He has been tortured in the cause of Allah. Nobody else have been tortured in the same way. Got it? He is a man of sacrifices. He is a man of sacrifices for what? For sake of Allah. Got it? So these are three basic messages. Number one, resemblance with the message of Musa. Number two, challenging the tyrannical system. And number three, liberating the slaves. Liberating the slaves. Inna arsalna ilaykum, indeed we have sent to you, O people, Rasulan, a messenger, shahidan alaykum, to be a witness over you. So every messenger will be a witness over his people on the day of judgment. If they are good, he will be witness for them. Yes, if they are bad, he will be a witness against them. Yes, so Muhammad will be our witness, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, but for us, that these are my followers. They are nice guys. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent them to Jannah. Sent them to Jannah. But regarding Abu Jahl of his time or our time, who is gone? Yes, regarding Abu Jahl, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that they are the men who put people to trouble. So when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he bear witness against someone in the court of Allah. So what do you think what will happen to the guy? He is gone. La arsalna ilaykum rasulan shahidan alaykum. Indeed we have sent to you, O people, a messenger shahidan alaykum, a witness over you. And second meaning, according to Imam Waliullah rahmatullahi alayh, shahidan alaykum mualliman iyyakum, we have sent to you a messenger who is your teacher. Who is your? And herefrom you can find out that what is the status and position of a teacher. Yes, and especially that teacher who is teaching small kids. Who is teaching? Small kids. Now look, teaching you Tafsir of Holy Quran, or Hadith, or law of inheritance, or Islamic philosophy, it comes into my mind. You are a big scholar. You are teaching Tafsir of Holy Quran, you are Shaykh al-Tafsir. You are teaching Hadith, you are Shaykh al-Hadith. Yes, you are teaching law of inheritance, you are Shaykh fil Mirath. Yes, you are teaching Islamic philosophy, you are a philosopher. You are what? A philosopher. But when you teach the small kids, Ba, Fatha, Sin, Sakin, Bas. Alif, Fatha, Lam, Sakin, Ha, Fatha, Mim, Sakin, Dal, Damma, Alhamdu. Alhamdu. Yes, subhanallah. Yes, so maybe I will think, what a job. What is this? Teaching small kids Qaeda Baghdadi or Nurani Qaeda, and actually this is the job. Actually, say, this is the job. Shaitan cannot play with you. Shaitan cannot play with you that you are a big scholar. Oh, what a big scholar. You are teaching Alif Bata Sa. Alif Bata Sa. So there you will be having sincerity. And in all these things, maybe Shaitan will put in your mind. Teaching Tafsir, you are Shaykh al Quran. You are teaching Hadith, you are Shaykh al Hadith. You are a Mufti, you are a Qazi, you are this and that. Got it? And that's why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ مُعَلِّمًا. Indeed, I have been sent to you people as a teacher. As what? As a teacher. The position of teacher, that's a very high status. Yes, the ulama says that teacher is next to messenger. Teacher is what? Because the messenger was a teacher. So teacher is what? Next to messenger. Yes, he's standing behind him. And as you know, the night of ascension, Prophet ﷺ was shown the world of models. The world of what? Models. So on seventh heaven, he saw Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam in world of model or in spiritual world or world of souls. Yes, that he was leaning to the wall of Baytul Ma'mur. To the wall of what? Baytul Ma'mur. Baytullah has a model there. So he was leaning to the wall of Baytul Ma'mur and he was teaching small kids the alphabet. Alif, Ba, Ta, Fa, Jim, Ha, Kha. Yes? So this is a very lucky job. Brother Fahim is coming. He is teaching kids. Yes, that Alif, Ba, Ta, Sa. Dr. Zulfikar is coming with me. Yes, and he is teaching the same thing. And I am trying to my best as well, as much as I can. They are teaching, I am trying. Indeed we have sent to you Rasulan, a messenger, Shahidan alaykum, to be a witness over you. Kama arsalna, as we sent ila Fir'auna, to Pharaoh, Rasulan, a messenger. Alayhi salatu wassalam. And look, this resemblance is mentioned there in Hadith of Bukhari. When Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he received the first message. Where? In Jabal al-Nur, Hira. And he came back. And Sayyidah Khadija radiyallahu ta'ala anha took him to her cousin. Wariqa ibn Nawfal. Wariqa ibn Nawfal. وَكَانَ إِمْرَأً تَنَصَّرَ فِي الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ. In time of ignorance, he accepted Christianity. In time of ignorance, yes, he said that worshipping these idols and these tamasil and statues, it does not make sense. It does not make. So there was no any other religion in Peninsula which was known to him but only Christianity. And that was a revealed religion even though that was perverted. But basically that was a revealed one. So Kana Imra'an Tanassara fil Jahiliyyah. He accepted Christianity. And he was a scholar of Old and New Testament both. Yes, and he was known for that. So Khadija radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she took him to Wariqa ibn Nawfal. Because as you know, that if somebody has, may Allah forgive and forbid, may Allah forgive and forbid, may Allah forgive and forbid. Yes, if somebody has some mental problem, or some, as we say, jinn, yes, or he feels that somebody has done magic to me, yes, or he is not feeling good, he is in tension. So what he does? He comes to Shaykh. What he does? He comes to Shaykh that I have this problem, or my son has this problem, or my wife has this problem. You know what I'm saying? So they need some spiritual healing. Somewhat spiritual healing. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was taken by Khadija to Wariqa ibn Nawfal for spiritual healing, to heal him, to console him. And when he listened to his story, so Wariqa ibn Nawfal, he told Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, don't worry Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, هذا الناموس الذي جاء إلى موسى. That is the same angel who used to come to Prophet Musa. Who used to come to Prophet Musa. Now there the ulama say that why he did not mention Prophet Isa. He himself was follower of Isa, but he mentioned Prophet Musa because of the resemblance of the message of Muhammad with the message of Musa. That was mentioned there in Old and New Testament, that the message of Muhammad will be much more all alike Musa's message. Yes, challenging the tyrannical system. Challenging what? The tyrannical. As far as the case of Jesus was concerned, he came only for reformation. He came for what? Reformation. Whatever perversion was done to Old Testament, he came to reform it. He came to what? And that's why it is said that Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam, he never fought any battle. Yes, he was not a fighter man. Yes, he will do that because that's the element which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has fixed in the nature of every single messenger. But he has not that job, he has not done it. And his first coming to this world, so he will do it in the next coming. Yes, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he will do it to his utmost. In a sense, that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, فَإِمَّا الْإِسْلَامُ وَإِمَّا السَّيْفُ. In his time, yes, accept Islam or be ready for sword. So in his time there will be nothing but only Islam. That will be the time of Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam. 100% people will be Muslims. In his time, 100% people will be Muslims. In the time of whom? Isa alayhi salatu. Inna arsalna ilaykum, indeed we have sent to you Muhammad, we have sent to you, O people, Rasulan, a messenger, Shahidan alaykum, a teacher of you. So now teaching, and especially teaching small kids or teaching the fundamentals or the basics. That's a great job. That's what? A great job. In Alamul Misal, or world of model, it was shown to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that Ibrahim was teaching small kids. Yes, only to show to him, tell your ummah that this is a great job. This is the job of Ibrahim. Number two, controlling small kids, that's a job. Yes, you are mature people. Yes, you are not causing us any trouble. You are more mature than me, so that's why I don't need anything to tell you. Yes, but small kid, yes, for him is by nature nice man. Same was the case of Hussein. And same is the case of brother Zulfikar. Yes, they are not becoming angry with kids. Yes, so that's why, that is my job. I am sitting here and they are teaching them, and sometimes they are making. Arsalna ilaykum rasulan, indeed we have sent to you rasulan, a messenger. Shahidan, a witness alaykum, over you are a teacher. Kama arsalna ila fir'aun rasula. Ma arsalna ila fir'aun rasula. Yes, and for a student, Imam Shafi said, Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu. Imam Shafi says, Raziyallahu ta'ala, if a student will not absorb the humility he has been caused by his teacher. Humility means because the teacher is showing anger and sometimes he slaps. Yes, and if a student says, what is this? This is a humiliation. So Imam Shafi rahimahullah, he says, if at the time of study he will not absorb that humility, he will be humiliated for all his lifelong history. If he wanted to have a izzah and respect and honor, so he should absorb the humility he has been caused by his teacher. And that's what I told you, that Abu Yusuf rahimahullah, who? Abu Yusuf, a small man, a big man, what a man, Chief Justice of Harun al-Rashid. Chief Justice of, he was an orphan. He wasn't, and he was the only son of his mother. Old mother. And Abu Yusuf rahimahullah, once he came to masjid and Imam Abu Hanifa was giving his dars. So he was a man who had the IQ. So when he looked at him, he said, young man, come here, what's your name? He said, Yaqub. He said, son of whom? My father is dead. Your mother? She is alive, very old lady. What are you doing? Yes, porter job. What? Porter, coolie. What they call? Porter, yes. Labor and porter job. Yes. So Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, he told him that you should come to our dars. Yes, you should try to study deen. Because I looked into your forehead and you have the light. You have the light and the nur. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make you a spiritual leader of the Muslim Ummah. So he started coming. Now the mother became angry. What are you doing wasting your time with these Muslims? Yes, we are in need of money. And you are going there. And she came once and she showed her anger to Abu Hanifa rahimahullah. Abu Hanifa rahimahullah told her, Mom, don't be angry with me. I will give you something, but leave him to study deen. In a few years. Said, then what? She can get a job, he can get a job, because people are studying such a subject based on which they can get into a job. Yes, if you will study Quran and Sunnah. So somebody will give you a job in Capitol Hill or in Sacramento, in Governor House. Yes, so why you are wasting your time then? You know what I am saying? So Abu Hanifa rahimahullah told her that, Mom, not job only. Not job only. You will see the police will be running in front of him and behind him. Yes? And he will be having a full protocol with him. That was a prophecy given by Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah. And when he was given this position of what? Chief Justice. So that was the case. Police was riding in horses because Chief Justice is coming. Got it or not it? Yes. So once Abu Yusuf rahimahullah, he made a complaint. And he said that Imam Sabi said yes. That for the last 2-3 days, I have not eaten anything. I have not eaten. So he expressed in such a way, like as he was complaining. As he was complaining. So Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, he told him, Yaqub, said, sir, he said, al-ilmu izzun. Ilm and knowledge of deen is honor and respect. Al-ilmu izzun, la zulla fihi. This is an honor and respect. There is no humility in deen and in knowledge of deen. La yahsulu illa bi zullin la izza fihi. But the way to have it and to avail it, that's a way of humiliation. You will humiliate yourself to have the knowledge, then you will be having respect forever. Yes, the same students, people are making a fun of them. Oh, these talibs. We call them what? Talibs. These talibs wasting their time. But the same talib, when he becomes alim, so the people used to stand up in front of him. That's what Abu Hanifa said. Izzun, la zulla fihi, la yahsulu illa bi zullin, la izza fihi. Inna arsalna ilaykum, indeed we sent to you Rasulan, a messenger, shahidan alaykum, witness over you, kama arsalna, as we did send ila Fir'auna, to Pharaoh, Rasulan, a messenger. Fa'asa Fir'aun Rasula, but Pharaoh disobeyed the messenger. Fa'akhadnahu, so we seized him, akhzan wa bila, with a severe punishment. We seized him with a severe punishment. That was an exemplary punishment, not only for the people of his time, yes, for generation to come until the day of judgment. Surah Yunus. وَجَاوَزْنَا بِبَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ الْبَحْرَ, and we took the children of Israel across the sea. We took them across the sea. Which sea? Mediterranean. Which sea? Mediterranean. Al-Bahr al-Mutawassit. That's called what? Al-Bahr al-Mutawassit or Al-Bahr al-Abyad. Al-Bahr al-Abyad? Al-Bahr al-Mutawassit. Mediterranean. وَجَاوَزْنَا بِبَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ الْبَحْرَ, and we took the children of Israel across the sea, Mediterranean. فَأَتْبَعَهُمْ فِرْعَوْنُ وَجُنُودُهُ, so Pharaoh with his host and armies followed them. بَغْيًا وَغَدْوًا, in oppression and enmity. In oppression and enmity. حَتَّى إِذَا أَدْرَكَهُ الْغَرَقُ, till when drowning overtook him. When drowning overtook him. Qala, he said, Amantu, I believed, annahu la ilaha, that there is no God. Illa alladhi, but only that one, amanat bi banu Israel, the children of Israel believed in him. Amantu, I believed. Annahu la ilaha, that there is no God, illa alladhi, but only that one, amanat bi banu Israel, in whom the children of Israel believed. Wa ana min al-muslimina, and I am from the group of those who submit to that Allah. Who submit to that Allah. So now Jibreel was there, and what he said? Al-ana, this is not al-ana. Al-ana means now, but al-ana, what? Now. Prolong it. Now. Yes. Al-ana, now. وَقَدْ عَصَيْتَ مِنْ قَبْلُ, and you refused to believe before that. وَكُنْتَ مِنَ الْمُفْسِدِينَ, and you were one of those who were spreading corruption. Mufsid is one who is spreading corruption, mischief and disorder. Because as you know, that people do follow their leaders. If leaders are good, people do follow them in good. If leader is bad, people do follow them in bad as well. Yes, the Arabian people say, الناس على دين ملوكهم. الناس على دين ملوكهم. People have the same ideology as their kings have. Yes, this is the weakness of humanity. This was the weakness of humanity. If Zahir Khan is there, people are Zahiris. If Dawood Khan is there, then they are Dawoodis. If Taraka is there, then they are Tarakis. Yes? If Mujahideen are there, so they are Mujahideen. If Mullah Sahib is there, they are, and if Shna Chapana is there, so then they are Green Chapana. An-nasu ala dini muluki. That is the case. Al-ana wa qad asayta, and you refused to believe in wa kunta min al-mufsidina, and you were from those who were spreading corruption and disorder. Fal-yawma, so this day, nunajjika bi badanika. Nunajjika bi badanika, we will deliver your dead body out from the sea. We will deliver your dead body out from the sea, along with your iron coat. Along with your iron coat. He was having an iron coat, and a dead body with iron coat, it will never come out of the water. You know what I'm saying? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no, I'll bring out your dead body, along with iron coat. فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدَنِكَ لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْقَ. And the same iron coat is in the same museum where his dead body is. فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدَنِكَ. So this day we will deliver your dead body with your iron coat. For what? لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ آيَةً. So you may be a sign to those who come after you. So you may be a sign that what a strong man this was. What a cruel king this was. He was not only king, he claims to be God and Lord. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says people are going to Cairo, and they do visit his dead body. But they do visit him as tourists. وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا مِنَ النَّاسِ. And most of people on ayatina lagafilun, they are heedless about our signs. They are not thinking of what Pharaoh was. What was his character? What was wrong with this guy? What happened to this guy? Why it happened to this guy? So they are not picking up the bottom line. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making a complaint. وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا مِنَ النَّاسِ عَنْ آيَاتِنَا لَغَافِلُونَ. People are heedless and careless. They do not think about signs. Got it? So now go back to your sabak. إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْكُمْ, indeed we sent to you رَسُولًا, a messenger, شَاهِدًا عَلَيْكُمْ, a witness over you or a teacher for you. كَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا, as we did send إِلَىٰ فِرْعَوْنَ, to Pharaoh, رَسُولًا, a messenger, Musa alayhi salam. فَعَصَىٰ فِرْعَوْنُ الرَّسُولَ. فَعَصَىٰ فِرْعَوْنُ الرَّسُولَ. So Pharaoh disobeyed the messenger. فَأَخَذْنَا, we seized him أَخْذًا وَبِيلًا, with a severe punishment. It was a severe punishment which destroyed him along with his people. Destroyed him along with his people. فَكَيْفَ تَتَّقُونَ إِن كَفَرْتُمْ. So how you will protect yourself? Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yes, in these previous two ayah, the bottom line was a warning to the people of Makkah. That what Pharaoh did to Prophet Musa, so what happened to him? What you are doing to Prophet Muhammad, what do you think what will happen to you people? You are my cousins? You are my cousins? Or you are better than those people? Or you are, as we say in Urdu language, कि आपको सुरखाब के पर लगे हुए हैं? क्या आपको? Surkhab is a very precious and a very valuable bird. Yes, very valuable bird. People do not kill it. Yes, they keep it. Exotic bird. Yes. So Allah subhanahu, in Urdu we say that why you will not have the same result कि आपको सुरखाब के पर लगे हुए हैं. You have the feathers also. Surkhab? No, I will kill you the same way as I killed that guy. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that when I destroyed Pharaoh and his people, so what about you people? If you are doing the same thing, do you think I will change my mind? Or I will amend my rules? وَلَن تَجِدَ لِسُنَّةِ اللَّهِ تَبْدِيلًا وَلَن تَجِدَ لِسُنَّةِ اللَّهِ تَحْوِيلًا. Allah says, my sunnah and rules will never have any change and any aversion. Got it? Just go to Surah Al-Qamar. Rabat qablahum qawm Nuh, the people of Nuh denied their messenger before these people of Makkah. Before these people of Rabat qablahum qawm Nuh. But you are not that old. Rabat qablahum qawm Nuh, the people of Nuh denied their messenger qablahum, before the people of Makkah. فَكَذَّبُوا عَبْدَنَا, they rejected our slave Nuh. وَقَالُوا, and what they said regarding Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, Majnoon, that he is a madman, wasdujar, and he was insolently rebuked and threatened. He was insolently rebuked and threatened by his people. Wasdujar, in Urdu we say dutkara gaya. In Urdu we say what? Dutkara gaya. Yes. فَدَغَى رَبَّهُ, so he invoked his Lord, أَنِّي مَغْلُوبٌ, that I have been overcome by these people, فَانْتَصِرْ, so take my revenge. Take my revenge. Intisar means take my revenge. And as I told you last night, yes, this ayah, that if you will recite it after every first prayer, 11 times, that Rabbi Anni Maghlubun Fantasir, having, yes, look, having the concept of your enemy. So Allah will destroy him in 40 days. But don't do that. فَدَغَى رَبَّهُ أَنِّي مَغْلُوبٌ فَانْتَصِرْ فَفَتَحْنَا أَبْوَابَ السَّمَاءِ فَفَتَحْنَا أَبْوَابَ السَّمَاءِ, so we opened the gates of heavens بِمَاءٍ مُنْهَمِرٍ, with water pouring forth, with water in abundance. So the clouds were sending water. Jarnal arza uyunan, and we caused the earth to gush forth with springs of water. Faltaqal ma'u, so the water of heaven and the earth, faltaqal ma'u, met ala amrin qad qudir, for a matter predestined. For a matter predestined or already decided. وَحَمَلْنَاهُ, and we carried Nuh ala zati alwahin wa dusur, on a ship made up of planks and nails. Planks and nails. Tajri bi ayunina, floating under our eyes. And as I told you that the boat is still there. The ship is, don't say Ararat. Yes, sweet memories. So just say, yes, mountain of Judi. Mountain of Judi. Yes, and that is actually, mountain of Judi is situated in such an area that is connected to Iraq, to Iran. Floating under our eyes. And that wood, look at me, that wood of that ship that is not found anywhere now all over the world. That's it. It is said that wood in its solidness is much more strong than iron even. And that's why thousands of years are gone and nothing happened to them. Tajri bi ayunina jaza'an liman kana kufir, floating under our eyes, jaza'an liman kana kufir, that was a recompense for him who had been rejected. So it means recompense not for rejectors, recompense for the rejected one. Who were rejectors? The kafirs. And who was the rejected one? Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam. So it means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that punishment was a revenge for Nuh. That was a revenge for Nuh. As I did mention time and again, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never punish people because of kufr, because of disbelief. Yes, in this world He does not punish. That punishment is in the hereafter. That punishment will be in the hereafter. But here, whenever Allah punishes someone, that is actually that they have harmed what? The feelings of a friend of Allah. That they have harmed the feelings of the friend of Allah. Yes, or they have caused mental torture to a friend of Allah. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not spare. Then He does not, and that's what Maulana said. Abdullah say, be ready. کہ ہے چکو میرا خدا رسوا نہ کر دو, چکو میرا خدا رسوا نہ کر دو, تا دلی صاحب دلی نایت بدرد, تا دلی صاحب دلی نایت بدرد. No any nation has been destroyed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as long as they have not harmed the feelings of the friends of Allah. Got it? But the moment they did it, Allah said enough is enough. Yes? So it means that Allah carries when people are challenging Him. Look, Allah carries it when people are challenging. But the moment they challenge a friend of Allah, then Allah does not carry it. Got it? Yes, regarding His own challenge or challenge to His own self, Allah said, I will handle you on the day of judgment. I will handle you on the day of judgment. But harming my friend, I will handle you here. Got it? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why in a hadith is Qudsi. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Man aada li waliyan, faqad azantuhu bil harb. That Allah said, Man aada li waliyan, who has become an enemy to a friend of mine, faqad azantuhu bil harb. Allah said, I have declared a war against him. I have declared a war against him. And as I mentioned time and again, that Allah has declared war against two types of people. One is this hadith, one who harmed a friend of Allah. And number two, in Holy Quran, one who is involved in riba business, in usury, in interest. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Fazanu biharbin min Allahi wa rasulih. Fazanu biharbin, accept my challenge that I am at war with you, with one who is involved in riba business. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring us out of this riba business. This is a destruction, yes, not only to Iman, to economy as well. Why the economy all over the world got destroyed? Now the European says Islamic concept is the best one. Now they say the Islamic concept is the best. The whole economy has gone down because of what? Riba. وَلَقَدْ تَرَكْنَاهَا آيَةً, and indeed we have left this as a sign. This story or this ship? This story or this ship? As a sign, فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. So is there anyone who will take a lesson therefrom? فَكَيْفَ كَانَ غَضَابِي وَنُذُرِ. Then how terrible was my torment and my warning. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ, and indeed we have made the Quran easy, لِلذِّكْرِ, to understand. فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. So is there anyone who will try to understand? Is there anyone who will try to understand? كَذَّبَتْ عَادٌ, and people of Had belied Adun, the Prophet of Allah. فَكَيْفَ كَانَ غَضَابِي وَنُذُرِ. So how terrible was my torment and my warning. إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ, verily we sent against them رِيحًا صَرْصَرًا, a furious wind. فِي يَوْمٍ نَحْسٍ مُسْتَمِرٍ, on a day of evil omen and continuous calamity. تَنْزِعُ النَّاسَ, plucking out men. What? Plucking them out, like someone is, or like is what they call, the shovel is plucking a tree. Like a shovel is plucking out a tree. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, that wind, it was not causing falling down to man, no. It was plucking him up and then throwing him on the ground. Like tornado. Like what? Tornado does not cause to think to, yes, to cause its falling down. No, first it picks up and then that's plucking. تَنْزِعُ النَّاسَ كَأَنَّهُمْ أَعْجَازُ نَخْلٍ مُنْقَعِرٍ, as if they were uprooted stems of dead palms. فَكَيْفَ كَانَ غَضَابِي وَنُذُرِ. Then how was my torment and my warning. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ, and indeed we have made Quran easy, لِلذِّكْرِ, to understand. فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Is there anyone who will understand? كَذَّبَتْ ثَمُودُ بِالنُّذُرِ. The people of Samud belied the warning. فَقَالُوا أَبَشَرًا مِنَّا. And their rejection and refusal was in a different way. They say, oh, Salih, who? Salih. أَبَشَرًا مِنَّا, a man, wahidan, alone. A man alone from amongst us. Three things. Three things. Number one, he is a man. He is not an angel. He is not an angel. Number two, he is our cousin, not from any other area. He is our cousin, not from any other area. Number three, wahidan, he is alone. He does not have a big group with him. He does not have a big, and such a man, he wants us to follow him as messenger. Does it make sense? Never, ever. What they said? Never, ever. فَقَالُوا, they said, أَبَشَرًا مِنَّا وَاحِدًا, a man alone from amongst us. He wants us. نَتَّبِعُهُ, to follow him. إِنَّا إِذًا, if we will do that. إِنَّا إِذًا لَفِي ضَلَالٍ, we will be in plain error. وَصُغُرٍ, and distress or madness. We will be in distress, or we will be mad people if we will follow such a guy. أُلْقِيَ الذِّكْرُ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ بَيْنِنَا, is the wahy and revelation is given to him and we are here. Yes, he is not a very rich man. He is not a very rich man. We the rich people are here. So why the wahy and revelation did not come to us, to him? Why? أُلْقِيَ الذِّكْرُ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ بَيْنِنَا, no way. بَلْ هُوَ كَذَّابٌ عَشِرٌ, nay, he is an insolent liar. He is an insolent liar. سَيَعْلَمُونَ غَدًا, Allah showed his reaction to their remarks. His reaction to their remarks. And what he said? سَيَعْلَمُونَ غَدًا, tomorrow they will come to know. مَنِ الْكَذَّابُ الْعَشِرُ, that who is the liar and the insolent one. إِنَّا مُرْسِلُ النَّاقَةِ, verily we are sending the she camel. فِتْنَةً لَهُ, as a test and trial for them. As you know, that they asked the Prophet Saleh, alayhi salatu wasalam, if you will bring out a pregnant she camel from this rock, we will believe in your message. So Prophet Saleh said, oh Allah, maybe they will believe. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him that, okay, I will give you that miracle, but I know that they will not believe. And that will be the ultimate end of their story. Because this is a rule, you can write it. That a rule of Allah was, that Allah was giving miracles to messengers. And if people refused it, so that was not a case of ending their story or finishing their story. But whenever they asked for a miracle, and then they did not believe, that was the ultimate end. So here they asked for, and Allah gave it to. And then they refused, so that was the end of their story. When Prophet ﷺ was going to Tabuk, where? To Tabuk. So the way towards Tabuk from Medina, it was almost 1200 miles. That's almost 1200 miles. Now Tabuk is a part of Saudi Arabia. A part of Saudi Arabia going towards Sham from Medina. So on that way, there is the valley. Valley is known by the name of Hijr. H-I-J-R, Hijr. Valley of Hijr. And that is the area of people of Samud. Yes. And still the remaining are not caves, castles. These are not caves. If you will go there, you went to Petra? Did you? Yes. So next time when you will go, just try to go there. If you don't have money, I will give you. Yes. You will take a taxi to a specific point. And then therefrom you will take a horse. You will take what? A horse. Yes. Because there are a lot of horses. People are there. Yes. So you will rent a horse therefrom. And the horses are going in caravans. Not only 1, 10, 15 horses altogether. Yes. So you will go and you will see all these type of civilization, that how beautiful castles they have made. Got it? And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَعَمَرُوهَا أَكْثَرَ مِمَّا عَمَرُوهَا, that their developments were much more precious than your developments. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I described them. Who are you? Yes. Who are you? Kya piddi? Inna mursilun naqate. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought out what? The she camel, pregnant. It delivered the baby. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said as a test, that now you have only one well of soft drinking water. And that well was more than enough for the whole tribe. But now as you ask for the miracle, so one day you people will drink the water of the well, and one day that is for she camel. On that very day you people will drink the milk. Thousands of people, yes, they were drinking the milk. But it was a hot weather. Yes, summer. And when they drank what? The milk. So at midday, all of them, they become thirsty. Yes. So they rushed to the well. Nothing was there. Because the water was drunk by the she camel. So they said, oh, this she-camel is a trouble. We are going to die now because of thirst. Yes. So is there anyone to get rid of this she-camel? Yes. So everybody was afraid of. No, this is a miracle. If I will touch it, something will happen to me. But there was one guy, his name was Qaddar ibn Salif. Qaddar, Q-A-D-D-A-R, Qaddar ibn Salif. And he was a short guy. You know what? Not measured but short. Yes. So he said, I will do that. I will do that. Give me a sword. So he took a sword and he went and cut the legs of the she-camel. So the she-camel was, yes, in a very big pain. And she was, because of pain. And the baby camel rushed to the rock and entered into. Still the rock is there and you can clearly see the line here. That how it came out, how the baby, yes, went inside the rock. Yes, the rock is, yes, one single piece, but the line is there. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said to Sayyidina Ali, radiyallahu ta'ala an, Ya Ali, ashqal awwaleen, aaqiru naqati salih, wa ashqal akhirin qatiluka. The very unlucky person from previous ummahs was the killer of the she-camel of Salih. Was the killer of the she-camel of Salih. And the very unlucky person in my ummah will be your killer. Will be your killer. His name was Abdul Rahman ibn Muljim. Abdul Rahman ibn Muljim. He was a Khariji. He was what? A Khariji. Abdul Rahman ibn Muljim. Now, ya subhanallah, if somebody would have told us this type of thing, we would have an exemplary security for us to protect ourselves. But Sayyidina Ali, radiyallahu ta'ala, he was waiting for that very day. He was waiting, and Sahaba ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, they congratulated him. Congratulations, you got shahada. You got what? Shahada, martyrdom in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They were looking for such like that. They were looking for such a death, to get martyred in the path of Allah. And that what Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala an, he said to Rustam Zaman, the general of Persia of that time, that this is good for you to surrender. This is good for you to surrender. Otherwise, we are people. We are in love to our death as you people are in love to your lives. We are in love of death as you people are in love of life. Yes. And what is bravery? Love for death. Our Shaykh used to say that how you will explain bravery? Yes. What? Love for death. Love for death. And Allama says, Barosh, once again for you. کہ فنا فی اللہ کی تہ میں بقا کا راز مضمر ہے. فنا فی اللہ کی تہ میں بقا کا راز مضمر ہے. جنہیں مرنا نہیں آتا انہیں جینا نہیں آتا. He says, the one who does not know how to die, he does not know how to live even. Yes, if somebody wants to live, so he must know how to die. کہ فنا فی اللہ کی تہ میں بقا کا راز مضمر ہے. جنہیں مرنا نہیں آتا انہیں جینا نہیں. سیدنا علی رضی اللہ عنہ, he was asked by someone that what has made you that much brave, that you are not afraid of anyone. He said, the day when I came to know that my death is the best protector of my life. Who? My death is the best protector of my life. Who will protect your life? Your death. Because you cannot die before your death. Is there any such like concept that somebody, he died without death? His death never approached him and he died. So it means that your death is actually protecting your life. So he said that the day when I came to know that my death is the protector of my life, it made this job of mine very easy. Verily we are sending the she-camel as a test for them. فَارْتَقِبْهُمْ, so watch them, O Saleh. وَاسْتَبِرْ, and be stable and be stable regarding your message. Never do any compromise. وَنَبِّئُهُمْ, and inform them أَنَّ الْمَاءَ, that the water. So when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was sending his army before him to Tabuk, so he told them that, look, you are passing by the well of Saleh. By the well of Saleh. Maybe you are thirsty, but do not drink any water there from that well. Don't drink any water. So none of the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in touched the water. They passed by, they were thirsty. They said no. Prophet ﷺ said no. And they were going in groups. Yes, 500, 600, 1,000, because the army was almost 30,000. It was 30,000 army. Yes, so they were going in groups. And Prophet ﷺ told them that that was the first time when Rasulullah ﷺ was going to Tabuk. So he said, when you will arrive in Tabuk, so there is a small fountain. The water will be enough only for one person or two persons. A small fountain. Yes, you will be thirsty, but don't touch the water. Let me come, so then you will drink. Let me come, so then you will drink. So Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, they were looking at the fountain. Oh, what a nice water. What a clean water. Yes, I am thirsty, but I cannot touch it, because Prophet ﷺ said so. When Prophet ﷺ came there, he put some water in his mouth. Yes, he rinsed his mouth and threw it into the fountain. And the fountain, it gushed forth. Yes, and 30,000 Sahaba, they took shower, their camels, their horses, their pots, their pitchers, and everything. Yes, and Prophet ﷺ told Muaz ibn Jabal, radiyallahu ta'ala an, that Muaz, you will see this fountain will make this area a green. Sometime later there will be gardens there. So later on, in the time of Abu Bakr, everywhere there were gardens, because that fountain caused a big river. So now that the water is qismatum bainahum, to be shared between she-camel and them. One day for them and one day for she-camel. Kullu shirbin muhtazar, and each one's right to drink being established by turns. One day is your turn and the other day is she-camel's turn. فَنَادَوْ صَاحِبَهُمْ, but they called their comrade فَتَغَاتَ, and he took a sword فَحَقَرْ, and killed the she-camel. فَكَيْفَ كَانَ غَضَابِي وَنُذُرْ, then how terrible was my torment and my warning. إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ صَيْحَةً وَاحِدَةً, verily we sent against them a single sayha, shout. What? Supersonic sound. Supersonic sound of whom? Jibreel alayhi salam. فَكَانُوا كَاشِيمِ الْمُخْتَزِرِ, and they became like the dry stubble of a ford builder. Like the dry stubble of a ford builder. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ, and indeed we have made Holy Quran easy, لِلذِّكْرِ, to understand. فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ, is there anyone to understand? كَذَّبَتْ قَوْمُ لُوطٍ, the people of Lot belied بِالنُّذُرِ, the warnings. إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ, verily we sent against them حَاصِبًا, a violent storm of stones. A violent storm of stones. Yes. In scientific research they call it what? Meteor shower. إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ حَاصِبًا إِلَّا آلَ لُوطٍ نَجَّيْنَاهُمْ بِسَحَرٍ, we saved in last hour of the night, نِعْمَةً مِّنْ عِنْدِنَا, as a favor from us. كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي مَنْ شَكَرَ, the same way we do reward him who gives thanks by obeying us. وَلَقَدْ أَنْذَرَهُمْ, and Lut alayhi salam indeed أَنْذَرَهُمْ, he warned them, بَطْشَتَنَا, of our grasp. Of our grasp. Garift. In Persian language, garift. فَتَمَارَوْا بِالنُّذُرِ, but they did doubt the warnings. They say, oh, people are, yes, they are saying like this, nothing happens. They are saying like this, but nothing happens. فَتَمَارَوْا بِالنُّذُرِ. وَلَقَدْ رَاوَدُوهُ عَنْ ضَيْفِهِ, and they indeed sought to shame his guest. To shame his, when the angels came to Prophet Lut alayhi salatu wasalam, they were in shape of teenagers. They were in shape of teenagers. And they were keen of sodomy. They were keen of Oh, they were stupid people. They were what? Crazy people. And it is said in Hadith of Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala that before people of Lut, human beings, they were not aware of this practice. Sodomy. You know sodomy? Yes. Because their area is called the Sodom. S-O-D-O-M. Yes. The word has come there from. Because that was their invention. That was their invention. So they came to Lut alayhi salatu wasalam, that leave us alone with these. So Lut alayhi salatu wasalam said, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Alaysa minkum rajulun rashid? You are not using. What type of practice this is? This crazy practice. Number one. And number two, yes, to think about the guest of someone in such a way, you are not ashamed of what you are thinking. وَلَقَدْ رَاوَضُوهُ عَنْ ضَيْفِهِ, and then they sought to shame his guest by asking to commit sodomy with. فَطَمَسْنَا أَعْيُنَهُمْ, but we blinded their eyes. فَذُوقُوا عَذَابِي وَنُذُرْ, then taste you my torment and my warning. وَلَقَدْ صَبَّحَهُمْ بُكْرَةً الْغَضَابُ مُسْتَقِرٌ, and verily an abiding torment seized them really early in the morning. فَذُوقُوا عَذَابِي وَنُذُرْ, then taste you my torment and my warning. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ, and indeed we have made the Holy Quran easy to understand. So is there anyone to understand? وَلَقَدْ جَاءَ فِرْعَوْنَ النُّذُرُ, and indeed warnings came to people of Pharaoh. Warnings came to people of Pharaoh. كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا, but they belied our signs and our rules كُلِّهَا, all of these rules. فَأَخَذْنَاهُ أَخْذَ عَزِيزٍ مُقْتَدِرٍ, so we seize them with the seizure of Almighty and all capable. Akuffarukum. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned number one. Look at me. The story of the people of Noah. They got destroyed. People of Hud, people of Saleh, people of Lut, people of Pharaoh. 5 big nations, known for their inventions, known for their experience, known for their skill and their wisdom. So now Allah is giving a warning to the people of Makkah. Akuffarukum khairum min ulaikum, are your disbelievers, O Quraysh, O people of Quraysh, are your disbelievers khairum min ulaikum, they are better than these nations? From Nuh to Pharaoh, from Nuh to Pharaoh, your kuffar and disbelievers are better than them. أَكُفَّارُكُمْ خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أُولَٰئِكُمْ أَمْ لَكُمْ بَرَاءَةٌ فِي الزُّبُرِ, are you have an immunity in written shape? You have what? Immunity in written shape, that you will be doing what you are doing, the same like practice as these people did, and nothing will happen to you. Do you have such an immunity? أَمْ يَقُولُونَ نَحْنُ جَمِيعٌ مُنْتَصِرٌ, or do they say that we are a great multitude and we shall be victorious? Nothing will happen to us because our group is very strong. Our group is, we have every type of weapons. Even Allah cannot touch us. Even Allah cannot, as they said, the Titanic, even Allah cannot drown it. So Allah said, okay, let me drown it. So Titanic was gone. أَمْ يَقُولُونَ نَحْنُ جَمِيعٌ مُنْتَصِرٌ سَيُهْزَمُ الْجَمْعُ, so their multitude will be put to flight. وَيُوَلُّونَ الدُّبُرَ, and they'll show their back. It will means that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to drown some people or to destroy them, they cannot protect themselves. So now go back to your sabak. فَعَصَى فِرْعَوْنُ الرَّسُولَ, so Pharaoh disobeyed the messenger. فَأَخَذْنَاهُ, we seized them. أَخْذًا وَبِيلًا, with the severe punishment. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasuli Muhammadin wa alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allahumma rabbana hamdana bil Qur'an wa zikrilana bil Qur'an ma nasina wa alimna min ma ja'alna wa tawatna wa ta'ana al-layl wa nahar. Wallahu khair.